It is. It is really nice. It is really nice. For like sparkling water.
I'm going to put that noise and then it's really nice before the opening theme tune. That's what I'm going to do.
I used to shit on sparkling water people. I genuinely vocally was like, "Who the fuck? If you choose sparkling water over like tap water, you're a knobhead, mate. What are you talking about?" But no, seriously, Liquid Death is changing the game for me.
But
I think I'm a convert.
That's not actually sparkling water though. That's fucking. That's
not true. That's what it says.
Pepsi with mango in it, and they've just called it sparkling water to make you sound more middle class, mate. Look at it. It's called Liquid Death, mate. That's not
Sponsor.
That is like Red Bull. Has that got?
It smells amazing. It's got no. Yeah, it's not an electrolyte drink or anything like that. It's just straight up sparkling flavoured water. That's all it is. Oh, it's got natural agave. Natural agave. So it's a mood booster as well.
A mood? Oh. Well, it's about fucking
Consider
time.
my mood boosting.
It's about time. It's about time that fucking works. You're in bloody sourpuss for 20 minutes.
Oh, stop it! Have we started already?
We basically have, mate. I'm gonna clobber this together. We've been recording now for about 5 minutes, but most of this is gonna make it, I think.
Fair enough. All right.
So
That's how we're gonna roll.
You're drinking Liquid Death. I'm drinking the Pepsi Max.
The Pepsi Max, very good. I had a Diet Coke as well before this.
Oh, really?
I've got bubblies all up in
Diet
there.
Jesus Christ. No, do you like Diet Coke? I prefer Coke Zero if I'm going to have a... Diet Coke's a bit like...
Coke Zero is better, yeah.
Diet Coke's a bit pissy, isn't it?
But, it's not pissy.
Yeah,
You've got to have it super cold.
Yeah.
I think. It's got to be super cold.
Yeah, well, you're not a Pepsi Max fan, though? Because this
not really, mate. Honestly, I don't think I can't remember the last time I had a Pepsi.
Yeah, but this is Pepsi Max. This isn't like Pepsi. This is...
And what? What's Max about it?
Oh, the flavour, mate. Because it is maximum taste, no sugar.
I'm sure it is.
So, and I don't need no boost mooders, mood boosters to... It's also got a lot of alcohol.
It's also riddled with JD.
Yeah, I'm absolutely sloshed. But I'm feeling quite comfortable, mate. You feeling comfortable this week?
Mate, I'm settled in. I'm ready for this. I mean, I mean, now we've spoken about what we're drinking, it feels like this is a wonderful place to begin. Welcome, dear listener, to another Don't Be a Hero podcast episode. It is our monthly news episode.
With the drinking, this has gone old school. Don't Be a Hero. This is like 2022 vibes.
Oh, mate, 20. That's crazy.
We have gone through 3 years now. 2022 to 2024, man. That is outrageous. We've seen 2 summers, 2 winters,
2 winters,
3 Christmases.
No, really?
Yeah, no, 2 Christmas.
How is that possible?
Have we done 2 winters and 3 Crimbos? Yeah, no. Yeah, wow. Alive. Anyway, let's get some exciting content. It's
what a way to start.
Round out. Let's hit those titles.
Let's do it.
Here we go. It's January, and we're going to have to address something straight off the bat.
Yes, we do.
Which is Matt's. 2 things actually has just popped to mind there, Matt. Last week, at the end of last week's episode, Matt said he couldn't wait for the monthly news roundup because there was so much. I put in inverted commas just to stress that what he said. So much news.
So much, yep.
And we got to the podcast and realised there is no... Well, no, that's a lie. There is news. Not a lot of news.
No, you're right. I did realise when I said it, I then kind of went in my head, is there though? Is there a lot though? And then upon looking at what we need to talk about today, there's not huge amounts here in terms of things that, and again, in terms of like relatively new news from this month. We're going to talk about stuff in December. There's no point. That news has already been spoken about. So, I think in terms of January, it has been quiet, mate, on the MCU and DC front.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got Deadpool news to talk about, but I realise we talked a lot about Deadpool. There is the newest properties that we're going to talk about. I suppose Captain America news. We haven't had any Captain America news for a long time. We've got a little bit to talk about in that regard. Mm-hmm. Spider-Man 4 has propped up, but actually there's more and more coming out now, and it's starting to tease it a lot more than they were. And
we've also got Daredevil bits. We've got a couple, 5 hours ago, hot off the press on an article. We've got a Thunderbolts article that I can reveal a little bit going through from the Rumourville. And that, but to be honest, that's pretty much it. But, I think that's quite nice because it feels like this is relaxed vibes. I like doing this. This is something we've been doing for, I want to say, about 6 months now in terms of the podcast. Monthly roundup and all the news that's happening, which is great. The other thing, in terms of me, with you, dear listener, I just want to say thank you very much for listening as per flipping usual. Welcome to the podcast. Also, in terms of other bits of news that's coming out and content, we'll keep rolling from Phase 4. We've got the last few projects of Phase 4 going into Phase 5. Next week is Thor: Love and Thunder. Please watch it. It's going to be it's going to be a really interesting episode because I watched it last night. Thinking it was going to be today's episode, but it's not.
What a mistake to make,
Matt. No, it's fine. I can wait a week.
You nearly did your teacher voice again. I was so excited.
No, thank you. We have got awesome episodes coming up. We've also got brand new interviews that will be coming out as well soon. We've got some interviews being lined up for the coming months, which is very exciting. What I will say as well, dear listener, if you are listening right now and you've got this far already into the episode, congratulations, well done. What you can also do is, if you're not already following us on Instagram, please do so. We reached, we haven't really celebrated much about this. We need to talk about it. We have reached over 2,000 followers with a small podcast. We've only been going a couple of years. That's a crazy amount to us, and something worth celebrating down the line, which we will. We'll get some plans for that going. But also, can you also give us a review on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts as well? That goes a long, long way. Give us a 5-star. Give us a comment as well on what you think about the episodes. It really does help, and it really helps our algorithm going forward in terms of getting to new people. We really want to grow 2024. So if you've been a long-time listener, or even a listener for a couple of months, you're part of that too. You're part of that conversation. Talk to your friends about it. Talk to your family about this. If you're MCU, DC fans, get them on board. It's going to be a big year. That's all I can say. All right, it's going to be a big year. Big plans are made. It's exciting.
I want to do. We never do this. I'm doing a live photo right now.
What?
For the Insta, mate. doing it for the Insta. Get that on a story. Oh, look at this guy.
It's good to see you doing some sort of social media stuff finally.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you say that, Matt, because I was looking for the second reel of the week, and I couldn't seem to find it on Instagram. But
no, it's not. It's not there.
It's interesting because I edited last week's podcast like I do usually every week, and uploaded it. But one job you get given for the podcast.
Don't worry, mate. There'll be one.
So yeah, loads to talk about, loads of excitement, and we're still friends.
We're still friends,
and then we go for another 10 years. But yeah, loads. Yeah, good. Fair bits to talk about. Where do we start? I think let's start hot off the press with a property that we haven't talked much about, which is Thunderbolts. Hit us.
Okay, cool. So I have just been on. I need to move my light to get the website on gamingbible.com. 5 hours ago, they've put together an article which is Marvel's Thunderbolts will reportedly feature 2 surprise MCU returns. Now, pinch of salt, people. This is Rumorville time. Okay, this is not confirmed, but let me just read a little bit. All right, from you. So we've obviously got Sebastian Stan coming back as Bucky Barnes. We've got Florence Pugh coming back as Yelena. We've got David Harbour as our Red Guardian, which actually I'm particularly excited about. We've got Olga Kurilenko, who's also coming back as Taskmaster. Wyatt Russell, of which I think has grown on me as John Walker. From our second watch, especially when we did Falcon Winter Soldier, I thought John Walker's introduction was fantastic, and I'm really interested to see what he's going to bring with Thunderbolts going forward. We've also got Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. Harrison Ford obviously has now been confirmed as Thunderbolt Ross, as our new Thunderbolt Ross. And mate, what do you think about that? Before we go into the actual what I'm going to reveal, but what do you think Harrison Ford is going to bring to Thunderbolt Ross?
Now, Ross was one that I wasn't massively keen on. If you remember way back when we looked at The Incredible Hulk, I believe we see Ross the first time, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't massively keen on it. I felt it was quite caricatured. Now, I don't think that's going to get much better with Harrison Ford, but I am interested in what they do to the character to ensure that we don't just get a carbon copy of a previous actor.
Yeah, and as well, like Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Ross, for me, in my head, would have worked perfectly back in 2008 when the Hulk movie came out.
Yeah.
But like now, I mean, he's aging. He was on an award show when he got, it might have been the Golden Globes or like the Screen Actors Awards only this month, where he got like a special recognition award, and he looked like, not to say old, but I'm going to be honest, I'm going to say he looked tired.
Yeah.
And I don't know what can he bring right now, you know. And again, we got Indiana Jones, the new movie wasn't overly successful. It didn't really hit that much in terms of the blockbuster as well, in terms of, you know, cinema box office as well. I don't know. I'm skeptical a little bit with that.
Are they going to give him a big storyline so that they can kill that character off in this film?
Literally do what they did to him as Han Solo.
Well, basically, yeah. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad shout either, because they can hark back to that as well, can't they?
That. But yeah, I mean, that's all confirmed. That's for sure, definitely happening with Harrison Ford being in the project. But also, we've got an undisclosed role potentially in the books for Ayo Edebiri, who also is an award-winning now actress from the TV show The Bear, which have you watched, by the way?
I've not watched The Bear because it looks like a bad version of Boiling Point.
Boiling Point. See,
which
that's
I love.
It. Boiling Point's very good. I
Boiling
think it's
Point's
different.
amazing.
I think it's different because it's not improvised, but
yeah,
it's I'm going to start watching it soon. I need to cough. Sorry, hang on. Jesus Christ, this is poor time.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, the sparkling water is amazing, because if you could see him now, he looks like he's dying. That's what sparkling water's done to you, Matt.
It's killing me. It's literally called Liquid Death. It's poison. This is a bad advert for Liquid Death. Drink Liquid Death.
And he's taking another sip of the poison chalice. Look at him go. Wow. That's going to sound great in the audio form. This podcast
so
going to people driving along. Oh yeah, I love listening to Don't Be a Hero, and then just get Matt coughing at them for a good look at that. You're right, mate.
Sorry, mate. Yeah. Also, Rachel Weisz and Lawrence Fishburne are reportedly set to reprise their roles as Milena Yaskov and Bill Foster. So that might happen. Anyway, next bit of news.
What is going on? Right, okay. I'll take over whatever the fuck is happening to him. So we'll go somewhere a little bit more comfortable. So Deadpool 3. Deadpool 3 has now finished filming, and basically we now have a plot synopsis, which is incredible. Are you ready for the plot synopsis, Matt?
I love it when you give me a synopsis, so of course I am.
All right, you get ready. You got tuck in for quite a lengthy one here.
Oh, is it? Great, I can put myself on mute again and go off some more.
Here we go. The irresponsible hero Deadpool will change the history of the MCU with Wolverine? That's it. There you go. That's.
I hate how much you. I fell for that.
You did, mate. You did. You look so chill. You tucked in. But yeah, it's got a little exclamation mark, question marks with Wolverine.
So Wolverine might not be in it. Could you imagine if all of this is just a ruse?
I would love it. I would love it if all of it was real. I would love if all of these external set photos you're seeing are just like they're just placed photos.
Fakes.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, it's like if like he's literally trolling us. Deadpool would do that. Like,
yeah.
And Ryan Reynolds doing that as well. Like, he's just trolling the fan base and going, yeah, look, yeah, Hugh Jackman's in it. And it's like, he was a deep fake all along.
Did you see how Ryan Reynolds celebrated the end of filming, by the way?
No.
So he put on X, formerly Twitter, that so he made a post, end of the filming, blah 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 blah, and took a picture of his crotch, and that was it. So you just be on X, like scrolling, you just saw Ryan Reynolds dressed as Deadpool and his crotch, and it was like happy end of filming. Comes like classic Ryan Reynolds.
And that's exactly it. Trolling the fan base there. I bet the fan base were like zooming in, going, "What?
Oh yeah,
it's one of those secret pictures. What's in there?"
I've screenshot it. I keep looking every day, just see what other surprises I see.
Oh my God.
End of filming for Deadpool 3. So now where attention goes to, when will we get a trailer? When will we get it?
Now, if we're throwing dates into the ring here, I'm going to say... Oh, my God, sorry. I'm going to say... I can't get anything out of my mouth. As in... words. Hello. Chill out there.
He's got too comfortable with Ryan Reynolds' screenshot.
Sorry, it took me back.
Fucking hell.
I think next month, mate. I think we're going to get a trailer in February.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I mean, they could literally release anything. They could release a 5-second shot, and it would be like the most watched film.
Oh God, it's gonna take off
for the year.
Yeah,
like.
Yeah, 100%. It will take off. I think the full trailer will probably be springtime, but I think we'll get a teaser next month.
Yeah, we'll get a teaser. But I can't. I'm very excited for that. And when it comes out, you can bet your bottom dollar our Insta will be all over it like a rat up a drain pipe. Well, boom. Boom, there's the trailer. Enjoy yourself.
Rat up a drain
pipe. Oh, yeah. Did you enjoy my little troll? My little Rick Astley, Matt Dancing troll that I did?
I loved it.
Here's the Deadpool trailer, and it was just you boogieing down to Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up.
Do you know what? I was actually quite happy about it.
I was
loving life that night. That was New Year's, that was.
That's a good video, mate. You looked happy. You looked prime of your life there, mate. It couldn't be more different to how you look right now.
I am withering away.
Oh, she's back.
The cat's arrived.
Hello, gorgeous. How are you? It's your time to take over, is it, man?
Peggy, what have you got to say?
All right, she's eating. She's gone
She's
straight
coming
in.
in. She's going straight into eating. That's,
Off you
honestly,
get.
this
Off
is
you
always
get.
the most delightful thing to see. She comes in and just like fucks it up.
She's
Like, I'm biting into these headphones.
you're like, your internet is good? Well, it won't be. Straight eating. She ate the fucking HDMI cable for my internet 2 weeks ago, and the internet just went. Like she like bit all the way through, or like nearly all the way through. Like she didn't electrocute herself, but it's so suddenly me and Sophie were like, "Why's the internet gone down?" Like turned around, I just saw her chomping at the. I was like, "I got it," and it was absolutely like so close to just ripped apart. I was like,
That's hilarious.
thanks so much.
Bless her soul. Bless her soul.
Bless your soul. So yeah, Deadpool 3 ended filming. What next?
Well, going back to Deadpool, I just feel like we've had, in terms of pictures, we've had young Deadpool that's been, in terms of long hair, Deadpool that's been put together, that's been snapped. Dogpool has been snapped. We've got loads of fake ones that are going around. Now, dear listener, I don't know if you're with me, but I am excited, but I'm a little bit tired of all of these fake pictures of characters on set. Like, I think there's a fake one of like the Fantastic Four thing, on set, and it's like that's not real, because that's not real. And there's all kinds of other ones as well, like Edward Norton's Hulk, like flowing around. I'm like, can we just start with this? Let's not piss on it. Do you know what I mean? Because what you're doing there is that even if you do something massive like Tony Stark's Iron Man, you do a really convincing like AI version of him being on set with Deadpool, there's going to be a fan base that's going to get misled, and you're going to potentially ruin it for yourselves. So I'm just like, let's again just calm it. Just let time be its thing. Let them finish the movie, which they have. Let's wait for the trailer and celebrate when it comes.
I agree. I would also add, though, that would be a genius move from the film executives if they realise, right, our film's going to get spoiled, there's going to be photos. How good would it be to confuse matters by putting loads and loads of different photos out there with like different photoshops? Because actually, you then over generate photos to the point where people are like, right, I don't know what's real now, and then hopefully that actually kills it off, because people are like, oh, I'm getting bored of this. Oh, I don't know, but it's mad. No,
We'll have to wait and see.
I just stop taking photos, peeps. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy the wait. Like it's that's the only feel I had about Spider-Man 3 was that if we didn't know about. Could you imagine how much bigger a moment that would have been if we had no idea about Tobey Maguire? We had no, it would have just been massive.
That doesn't exist. That culture doesn't exist anymore in terms of moviegoers now. You can't just fucking sit in a cinema and just watch something without it getting spoilt now. Yeah. Like, everything gets spoilt now so easily with little care.
And talking about that, and so we'll segue into the gaming world, because that reminds me of, do you know Insomniac Games, Matt? Who created the Spider-Man games that you'd enjoy?
Of course. Well,
so at the end of last year, Insomniac had a massive breach where people are hacked into all over their systems, took a load of staff, employee details, but also they released loads and loads of assets of the Wolverine game they're working on. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if did you see any of them?
Yes, I did. There was one in the bar.
And he's like crawling up and killing people in the bar. Yeah, so they released like loads and loads of different assets. And I think there was a playable demo as well that was released. Really? Right? It was ridiculous. And they've basically spoiled the whole game, Because these, and you imagine how long these developers have been working on these,
and
it is
years. It is years.
Yeah, development gets bigger and bigger the better games get, and more sophisticated the software. But it's just what for 5 minutes of like success and fame, you then
just to get viral.
Yeah, and I'm like, you'll end up in prison. These people ain't like.
Yeah.
Security is not thick. They will find you quick as you like. And these people go down for a long time.
Sound like you know.
They go down.
Long time.
Long time.
I've been locked up for a long time.
I've been on But yeah, they do, and especially Rockstar, mate. If you try and leak any Grand Theft Auto stuff, you like.
Oh really?
The prison time, Rockstar, their law department, mate. Woo-hoo-hoo! They got you.
You immediately get like 5 stars that come up in your top right, like video. Oh shit! Run!
You just permanently have them in the corner of your eye. These
helicopters
stars
coming around. It's like the real life game just happens in front of you.
But so we've got Wolverine game that's coming, but main reason I want to talk about it is Rocksteady, fantastic developer of games. They've done the Arkham Knight series, Batman, but they have, well, as of this podcast released, it would have been released for 2 days, but tomorrow they are releasing, so Tuesday the 30th. Is it Tuesday the 30th? I said that earlier, didn't I?
Yeah, mate. You're right.
Tuesday the 30th is a release date for the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, brand new game, which looks pretty crazy, looks pretty mad. So yeah, we're gonna have Suicide Squad. We've got Spider-Man. We're gonna get a Wolverine game. We had Guardians of the Galaxy. We're getting a lot of Marvel property in gaming now, Matt.
Do you feel like that's happening on purpose because of the lack of content that's going to be coming out this year?
No, because like we've just talked about it, because of cycles of development. I don't think you could possibly time that. Do you know what I mean? You couldn't align it, but I think it's interesting where that will go. Because we're going to get a Black Panther game as well. I don't know if you know that. So we're getting Black Panther. Yeah, you're getting a Black Panther game. Yeah, open world Black Panther.
Mate. Oh, open world.
Yeah,
that's going to be amazing.
It's going to be amazing. I can't remember who's down for that, which developer, but yeah, open world Black Panther. I don't know what property they haven't done that I would be. Oh, Iron Man, they're definitely doing Iron Man. Maybe it's not Black Panther. Is it Black Panther? Might be both. They're definitely doing an Iron Man game.
Nice.
New Black Panther game. Everything we know so far. Yeah, there is. EA. Electronic Arts are doing a Black Panther game. But yeah, so Iron Man, Black Panther, pretty much everything, mate. We need Hulk is the one that we're always missing. We never get a good game. We never get a good film. We never get a good TV series. She-Hulk. We never get anything good for Hulk, man.
You would naturally think that Hulk would be a really good game.
Yeah.
Just in terms of what you could do.
Yeah.
In terms of like traversal, in flipping combat, in storyline as well, space as well.
Yeah.
You know, War of the Hulks and stuff.
Yeah.
There's so much opportunity.
Whole family Hulks. You got the scientist bit, so you can have science missions as well in there. Oh man, missed opportunities, but.
Right, hit me up with a bit of news, mate. More news. Quench my thirst with the news.
Oh, with the news.
I'm dying a little bit in the throat, so I'm just gonna let you carry on with the next bit of the news until I've recuperated. I don't know. Something's like tickling right here.
Ooh.
It's not fun. Carry on. I'm not ill.
Well, he said it. Sam Wilson's new Captain America suit, might have been released, might have been leaked, released. We don't know which one it is. Brand new suit has seemingly leaked in unlikely circumstances. One eagle-eyed Marvel fan on Reddit spotted new key art for the 4th Captain America movie, and we have got it right here.
Let's have a look.
We just talked about how bad leak it is. Let's show it off. You won't hear it on the podcast, to be quite frank, but you'll see it. You'll see it somewhere. So here we are. Look at that, my caramba.
I mean, it's not a huge difference. Let's be honest.
No, it's hardly the most groundbreaking thing we've all been waiting for, but it's nice. It's got blue. We've got.
I thought you were going to say it's got blue, it's got white, it's got red.
It's what I can only describe as a Captain America shield, with a lovely shield tummy area, and a blue edge.
I mean, they've made Did you just stop yourself there? Blue edge. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done.
It feels like they're going a little bit leaning towards a traditional Captain America outfit. They've kind of swapped what was quite clearly a little bit more heavy on the white version of the Falcon and Winter Soldier when he comes out as Captain America, and they've put that back to the kind of that royal blue, and it feels quite, and as well like the red and white stripes kind of curve up his ribs, which is quite symbolic of. And again, this is my interpretation of it. Symbolic of the classic Captain America suit. You know the skin tight one that Cap had in the first one. The skin tight one. You know.
You look like you're describing your outfit to someone you're interested in.
See, I'm just loving the ensemble there with Sam Wilson. You're absolutely fantastic. Look at his costume. It's so lovely.
A body tight costume, and the reason
so great.
it represents the Series 1 Captain America that we got. Brings it back.
It's so sexy. To be fair, he does look great. To be fair,
it does.
It works. Anthony Mackie's a charming bloke. It works.
It does. I mean, in reality, what's happened is a group of people have sat around a table and gone, "What would you like him to look like?" And they've come out with that. But we'll read into it loads. Like, that'd be nice.
Just because we have no news.
We have no news. So we can make this a 10-minute segment of just looking and just
and that's why I'm going to go head to toe on the absolute fabrics of each of them. So, starting with the glasses. Actually, to be fair, his glasses do look a lot better. What I didn't like about the original glasses is they kind of arched up a bit. They almost look like they were going over his head. So they've kind of gone rid of that. They look like classic visors, and they've gone kind of like all red around it as well. That is, I genuinely, that's all I'm going to say before I genuinely go into every single little detail.
Yeah.
You're like, maybe we need to.
It's a lovely number. It's a wonderful number.
I genuinely am. Which one would you prefer, mate? We really are lengthening this out. You're like, I can't believe us. Dear listener, if you're still with us, I can't believe this.
They can't even see what we're looking at. We just describing two outfits they can't see. This is the worst podcast material we've ever seen. Which one's your favourite? Well, I'll tell you what, Matt. Out of the left one and the right one, that neither of which anyone we're talking to can see, I really like the right one. And I would love to tell you why. Because it's the finish. The map finish is lovely. It's beautiful. It's screaming Captain. It's screaming America, but it's also shouting a little bit sexy. So listeners, imagine that and build the army yourself.
Build the picture around it. Yeah.
Well, you know.
Anyway, next.
Let's go away. Jesus Christ. There we go.
Jesus. Well, okay. Daredevil. Can we talk about that?
We can talk about Daredevil, yeah.
Karen, Foggy are officially back. Team, MCU fandom, you did it. Well done. We heard the news a few months ago that they weren't coming back. They weren't in the script. We all kicked up a fuss, made a big hoo-ha about it, and then all of a sudden, they've turned up in a few shots on set. So it is confirmed that we do have Karen and Foggy back. And what's great as well is that this definitely feels like it's a continuation into the Netflix series. Now, I know, Forrest, you're very much in the dark here, mate, because you ain't seen it.
Never seen it. I probably should just watch it, to be honest.
We will absolutely, definitely get to it, and I think it'll be really nice to do it. I don't know, maybe prior to Echo, when we get to Echo, maybe. Before we get to it in our watch-along. And then we kind of, because that will really help, I think, in terms of your view of it.
Yes.
But mate, I genuinely think Daredevil in the Netflix series, it's got to be one of the best MCU TV storytelling out there. Yeah. I'm all for this, genuinely. I cannot wait for this new series. Born Again, let's go.
Yeah. Daredevil, number 1. Number 2, She-Hulk. Number 3, Captain America series. Number 4, Secret Invasion. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe we've got to do Secret Invasion.
No, that's not too bad, mate. There's a nice scene where one of them's eating a breakfast. We can talk about how good the breakfast is.
The other thing, fucking hell.
I was completely ignored there. Matt ignored me.
I'm gonna be the professional and move on. All right.
Take you back 5 minutes ago. I can just see the creamy number. Just skin tight creamy number.
Creamy?
Alongside his midriff. Yeah, carry on, mate.
Jesus Christ. If we're talking about Karen and Foggy coming back, we're also getting Bullseye that will be coming back as well. That was played, the same Bullseye that was played in the series as well. So they are very much bringing older people back from the series. Now, what my question is, there is a certain character that was introduced in the Daredevil series later on. A certain Punisher, played by John Bernthal. Now, I honestly think his Punisher and the single series that he did, standalone series, was absolutely fantastic and doesn't get enough credit. Are we seeing him come back? Do you think he'll come back, Forrest?
I do think he'll come back.
Why?
I do. I think, and I'm taking inspiration here from comicbookmovie.com, that he's going to have an even bigger role than he did in the original show, in the Netflix show. Because
have you just read that?
Yeah, I've just come a cropper. Just come against it.
Come a cropper.
Yep, yes, yeah. I've got to be honest, none of this is making any sense to me. I've not watched any of it. I don't know who Foggy and Karen are. They sound delightful people. There's photos of them walking streets. They look interesting. She looks well excited to be there. And people are getting very excited about a set. So, there's a lot going on. I'm really excited, but we are purposely holding off. I could have watched Daredevil months ago, but I'm holding off for the podcast. We're both holding off now, so same with the boys.
Same for mate.
Want to watch the boys. But yeah. That'd be great.
Right, do we have any more news?
I don't think so, mate.
Oh my god. Oh, what do we do? I don't think we've ever been in this position before where we've gone, shit. What do we want to talk? So, do you have any emails?
Yes. Yeah, we have actually got an email.
What?
Did you know about this?
Do we?
Yeah. We got one come through the other day.
Stop it. Come on.
Honestly, right. So it came through at 6:30 yesterday.
Yep.
This is my good friend G. It's marked off as G. Oh, okay. It says you're almost it's the big G. You're almost out of storage and may not receive new emails. So it's the big G. Gmail. Love it. Yeah, no other email. It's bad when you laugh at your own joke before you completed it, but I knew where it was going.
Honestly. Oh, that was... mate, I'm proud of you. That was great.
Oh, thank you. Cheers, mate.
All right. Well, listen. Dear listener, let's not beat around the bush. This has got to be one of the most chaotic and dysfunctional podcasts we've ever done. Even more so than last week. Last week was all over the place as well.
Yeah. This has got no purpose whatsoever. There was no We've basically, monthly news roundup, there was no news. There was a couple of guesses and a look and 10-minute segment about a suit that we don't know is actual. Is an actual suit.
Spending 10 minutes describing it to our audio platform.
But next week will be better. We're talking about Thor, Love and Thunder.
We are right. I think let's focus on that because we can quite easily talk for an hour for that, and we will do next week. But I think this is quite a really lovely opportunity for us to lead into it. So, speaking of which, Thor, Love and Thunder, the fourth Thor, the only franchise in the MCU to get a fourth as well.
Yeah.
Aside from Avengers stuff. We know where it's coming up in terms of like where we're leaving Thor. He's with the Guardians, all that kind of stuff. Fine. Now, talking about the creation of it, Taika Waititi caught under kind of like fire with this movie, all right? Caused a lot of controversy, all right? However, if we're talking about news, all right, when this first came out, it got, let's be honest, generally panned by the fan base. And we'll talk more about the movie itself next week. But I want to say is that we actually are getting a Thor 5 in development, mate.
Ooh.
And Taika is under it.
Is he, though? I thought he was
Rumourville. Rumourville. It is in the early development of script making.
You are. I don't know what is going on with your throat, but you are fighting for your life.
I'll be honest. So, I'll be honest, dear listener, I've got a condition called eosinophilic esophagitis, okay? And my esophagus has had an absolute temper tantrum over the last few days, and I don't know what's going on. It's
Say it
is a state. I can't deny it. Anyway. Thor 5, mate. What are your thoughts? If Taika actually is doing Thor 5, what will you be expecting?
He's going to he'll dial it down a bit, won't he? I think if he does Thor 5, I think Marvel will I think he's got to dial down the humour. I think Thor: Love and Thunder, as far as I can remember it leaned too heavy on the kind of what we do in the shadows type humour that he's great at, but I think he's done so many good films where he's not relied on the humour. So there was one. What is the one where he plays Hitler?
Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah, Jojo Rabbit. He does play Hitler in that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I'm just had like a weird dream. Yeah, Jojo Rabbit is a quality film. Now that is a really good film, and there are some very dark moments in that. And I really hope that he goes back to intelligent filmmaking with it with Thor 5. I feel like he's got a bit kind of, I don't know, he got quite safe. Like, I don't know. He needs to have a really strong idea. It needs to be really good. It can't be. If it's even remotely bad, then fans will have a field day.
I think for that reason, I don't think... If he is trying to pass a Thor 5 script, I don't think it will get through. On the basis of that. We need something different. And that's fine, mate. Like, I think that's absolutely fine. We got what we got with Thor Love and Thunder, and we'll talk about that. But I think I love Taika. Like, I think in terms of his direction, in terms of his... creativity, I genuinely, in terms of the products he creates, don't know him as a person, but in terms of his products that he creates, I think are actually really creative and great in terms of what they are. But you're right, we need something different, and I think we need something that's also that's going to pave the future of Thor, because I have a feeling this fifth one has got to be Chris's last one, right?
Yeah, It's got to be. It's got to be. Now, for a long time, I've wanted these guys involved in Marvel, and it's not going to happen. But I would love the Duffer Brothers to do a Thor film, or which would be sick, or
that'd be so good.
Edgar Wright to come back and finally do a Marvel film properly this time.
They should give him the Ant-Man project he never got. Well, as a standalone Ant-Man, right? I would have loved to have seen that.
To see Ant-Man fully under his reign would have been amazing. But I think he could do Thor for the same reason. I think the comedy can still be like what we need is we need someone who can achieve the middle ground of Branagh's Thor and Wahiti's Thor.
You liked Branagh's Thor, didn't you?
I did like. I thought it's a dark because
was it dark?
It was dark.
Maybe
the Dark World. It was literally. It was cold.
It was literally called
The Dark World. But it was quite. No, we had the whole family. There was a lot of drama, a lot of high stakes. I think it would be good to get. Dream person, Christopher Nolan, Dark Knight style Thor.
I mean, he would never do it.
He'd never do it, but it could if he could do outside of the MCU a new Thor and a new Loki. And could you imagine Christopher Nolan doing a trilogy of that? And that would be like
that's a good shout.
Having a proper mischievous, almost evil Loki against an ultra powerful Thor.
Yeah, I like that.
Bring some of the Dark Knight magic back.
I'm looking forward to talking about it, mate. I think it's the fourth one because it was quite anticipated. What was already from this point of 22, wasn't it? So it was 2022 it came out. It was already a depleted kind of MCU fandom. We're kind of already, people moaning about stuff. Phase 4 hasn't been going too well up until that point. And it also met that critique going forward. And there are, again, looking at already watching it from yesterday, there are a lot of things that are wrong with it. But also, I think there's some things that are really good. I don't know. But that's me. But again, that's me. I'm a Taika fan. So I'm going to be slightly, not biased, but, informed from his work. Yeah, mate, I think to finish off, do you want a little bit of fan fiction?
I thought you'd never ask. Hit me up.
All right. Do you know what? And again, we're talking about Thor, so, dear listener, I mean, whatever this episode has been, the monthly news is that there really isn't that much news. If you want to go and see Sam Wilson's new Captain America costume, you absolutely can. I called it costume. Yeah, I did. Costume. His costume, his outfit, whatever it is, his threads, whatever you want to call it. Go and check it out. Give us your thoughts, but also give us your thoughts on any kind of news that's broke as well that we have probably missed. You can, to be perfectly honest, tell us if we're doing this wrong.
Why did you spend 20 minutes talking about an outfit when they've just released that Kang's dead? Okay, yeah, well, let's find that on our news wheel. Anyway, hit us up with a fan fiction, man.
Okay, I've got a bit of a poem. All right. When I say it's mine, it's not mine. Somebody wrote this, and the person that wrote this was J.D. Lover Squee. Feels like a radio announcer. Hi, I'm J.D. Lover Squee, and you're listening to Love and Thunder Radio. So this is all about Thor. Okay. You put yourself on mute, you naughty little boy. Look at that. My ears went, woo.
It's a bedtime story, Matt.
Yes. Are we settling down, everybody, just to wind off this episode of Don't Be a Hero podcast? Here we go. J.D. Lover Squee, a poem describing the beauty of Thor. Disclaimer, this is from J.D. I do not own Thor, but in brackets, I damn wish I did. He has a gorgeous, muscular body, and he has the scent of forever sunshine, leather, musk, and rain. He has long, sunshine, blonde hair that feels like silk. He has thick, shapely blonde eyebrows above beautiful, bright blue eyes that express his every emotion. He has lovely, velvety lips that taste like mead and summer rainstorms, and are surrounded by a moustache and beard that are just as silky as the rest of his hair. Thor, the most glorious, handsome god of thunder in all the 9 realms. There we go. That's the end.
That was amazing. That was insane.
Thank you.
Matt's just read some fan fiction.
Yeah.
All
right, Soph.
Soph can't wait to hear it. She's so excited. It's not fan fiction about us, but it should be.
Hey, oh my God, we're open to that. We'll read that out if you want it for us, dear listener. Send us a bloody email, please. Clearly we need one.
Don't be a hero podcast at gmail.com. Get your fan fictions in.
It's gonna be a big year for us, guys. It's gonna be a big year.
It's gonna. Whoa. That's the name of it. You got the name right there. You've sorted the title out. Right. Anyway, I can't. I literally can't, mate. This podcast is mental. It's been great. See you next week, Thor.
All right, Thor, Love and Thunder. Let's go. I'm actually excited. So do catch us there, dear listener. Have a good one. See you later.